Hello everyone and welcome to my Lego table. So today we are going to be making another Bricklink set, which is still Lego, but not Lego, but it's Lego. You know what I mean? Anyways, this is from the designer program series 2. This is set number 910036, which is the ocean house. Which kind of reminds me of the Disney houses that are out on the water, or the Disney, the resort things that you can, the rooms. I guess it's more like, it is kind of like a house that you can rent. I've actually stayed in one of those. Reminds me a lot of that. Okay. All right. So this is for 18 and up. It is 2,207 pieces, and it does have 4 minifigures in it. Now we'll be seeing those minifigures as we put this together. I'll show them to you. This set released in 2024. It also retired in 2024. Basically, it came and went all within, a few weeks probably. The Bricklink Designer Series program, if you've never heard of that, or the Bricklink Designer program, is actually basically for people who have put their Lego sets that they've created on their own in for Lego ideas, and it didn't get through or whatever, so they can actually present it to the Bricklink Designer program, and it has another chance to get turned into a set. Now, this one only sold about 15,000 copies. So that is one of the other things. They only sell so many sets of these for the Bricklink's designer program. I've heard up to 30,000, but I think the last, which we're now on as of right now, the Series 5 is what we're on. And I think they did over 30,000 for some or all of those sets. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, so this has 17 bags of Legos in it. Now, some of those steps do have more than one bag, like step 1 has 2 bags. So there is a little bit more than 17 bags, but there are 17 steps to this. One of the big differences, to me at least, between Bricklink and Lego is that there is no printed instruction manual. You have to do it digitally. So you just get this card that it explains the set and all of that, gives you a picture, and then scan codes on the back for either you to go to Lego Builder or Bricklink to get the instructions. Okay. One of the other things I've kind of noticed as putting these Bricklink sets together, I kind of feel like they're not so Lego-y. I don't think they make any changes to the design. So when you put in for like a Lego idea set, and let's say it gets picked, a Lego group may actually change things about the design. In other words, they might add things to it or take things away or make it smaller or bigger or whatever. And basically they do it for different ways of building it. Okay. Maybe to make it cheaper, or maybe to make it more friendly. I don't know what their criteria is for it. But most of the time, if you do get a set voted in for Lego ideas, they end up making changes to it. With these sets, I don't think they do that. Now, I haven't officially looked it up, but I really don't think they do. I think whatever the person designed who created it, that's what gets made. These seem a little bit more simpler, if you know what I mean. They don't seem to have so much of the technical side of it that I don't know how to explain it. They just seem simpler put together. And for me, it actually kind of makes them a little bit more fun. I kind of like the just easygoing building, and you're creating something really cool. Against something kind of like technique where, it takes a lot of concentration and all of that. Not that I don't love the techniques, because I do like a lot of the techniques that come out. Just sometimes when especially if you just want to build, but maybe you're too tired to get really crazy into it, these sets are pretty cool for that. Okay. All right. So this sold for $199.99 when it came out. And now if you bought it in like a new and sealed box, it'd be about $250. If you buy it used, it runs anywhere from about $180 to $275, depending on the condition and the seller itself on what they want to sell it at. Okay. So this is a really cute house. And like I said, it really does remind me of the Disney resort, Disney World resort, where they're out in the water. It's really cool. Okay. All right, so we are going to get started with step number 1. Once I get the fully built, I will come back and show you what we've created with just that step, and then we'll go on from there. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so this is the first step, or the bags for the first step all done. You've got part of the water in already and kind of the base here set in, okay? So it's looking pretty good so far. We got a little leaf here. That's pretty much it. Here's the underneath so far. There we go. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and go on with step number 2. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so we have the bags for step number 2 done, and we basically did a little bit more on the top of this here. Put a little bit more trimmings in and things like that. And then we added a whole bunch more of blue on. So there's all of that. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the bag for step number 3, and I'll come back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys, so the bags for step number 3 are done. And basically what we did is build all these little pillars, and then these two with the little like seaweed type thing sticking out. We got a little shell here. And I did forget to show you over here on this thing. This is from the bag before. We got a little crab sitting here with a few plants around the edge here, okay? So yeah, it's mainly just building these pillars and putting them in place. So now we're gonna start bag 5, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys, so for step 4, or the bags for step 4, mainly we put more on this little hill here. So we've got basically, I don't know if that's supposed to be like a cherry blossom tree. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Then we put some flowers on, a couple nests with birds in them, put the torch on here, and I think that's about it for this. Then we have built, well, technically 3 minifigures. Let's say 2.5. So first we have this guy here, and he's got kind of like the little Asian hat on with a pair of brown overalls and just a brown undershirt. Then he's got the suspenders on the back. Now you can either have his hat on, or you can put his hair on as well. So it's up to you which one you want to do. Then we built her. So she just has kind of like a green shirt on with some beige pants with an undershirt on, got a ponytail in the hair. Yeah, okay. And then the other little thing is this little tiny baby, which might be the cutest minifigure I have ever seen. He's adorable. Okay, so we got this little baby minifigure there, and it's just too cute, okay? The other thing we built was this little boat here. So it's got the rowers, the compass on the front, the flags on the back, the lantern on the back, and then the nice seat here. So that's all there. All right. And this is a, oh my gosh, now I forgot, you know, like it kind of looks like the Italian boats, and I forgot what they're called now. Oh, a gondola. That's what it looks like there. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get going with the bags for step 5, correct? Yes. And as soon as I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so bag number 5, or the bags for step number 5, created this whole thing here. So it's basically just a couple of the base plates, and then they're hooked together, and then just kind of laying down some tile work here. So that's it so far. So we are going to move on to number 6. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you what we've built so far. Okay, so bag 6 is done. And basically we just finished laying down more tile work for this, and then put this all in here. So not much else going on right now. So it's just a big flat piece that's all kind of tiled over now, most of it anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the bags for step number 7, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, so bag 7 is done. Basically, we put the platform that we were working on top of the water platform, okay? Added on this nice little walkway. Put all kinds of trimmings on around the edge. A bunch of fencing, some seagulls, a bucket, some more fencing, some plants over here. You've got this little platform here. Some more fencing, and then some more seagulls. You got little pouches and stuff around. You've got this with the fish hanging from it. You've got some hooks along the side as well. Then you've got this little crane here, okay? And this does move back and forth and up and down, okay? Let's see, what else? Here's the vines. You've got this, which I think that is maybe the control for the crane. I'm not really sure what that is right now, okay? All right, so there is all of that. So we're gonna continue on with bag number 8, get that all done, and then I'll be back to show you what we've built so far. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so for the step 8, we've got a new platform going, and most of it was putting this underneath part together, okay, so that it has this edge going around here and everything. And then we just kind of built a little bit of a wall going around it here. So that's pretty much it for this. I'm gonna move on to the bags for step number 9 and get that done. And once that's done, I'll come back and show you what we've built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so the bags for step 9 were basically putting on all these little side pieces here. It's a lot of little pieces, but it looks pretty cute, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to step 10. And once I get those built, I will come back and show you what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so the bag for step number 10 is done. And we have built up more of the walls on the actual house here. I love the vining in some of the windows. That's really cool. So we've got kind of the big door here with the triple window. Got a little leaf here. Then you have another window here with some vining and another door with a nice little lamp here, or light, whatever you want to call it. We don't have anything on the inside yet. So far, it's just the outside. So yeah, so that's it. All right, so we're gonna move on to bag 11. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we've built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so for bag number 11, we finished off the other wall here and then added a few more things like this and the lamp here. Then we put this whole wall on, the top part anyways, this part was already on. Got the nice little window here with some shutters and then the light there as well. And so that is it so far. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the bags for step 12. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so the steps for the bags for step number 12 basically put a whole bunch of stuff inside of the little house. So we built this little cabinet over here with the map on it. Got a couple of little sacks hanging here. We've got a little chest here with a little soldier on it. Got the table with the flowers, the fish on a plate of clam, some drinking food. This is supposed to be like a little wedge of cheese. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a roll or a cake or whatever, okay? Over here we have the sink, which has a fish in it. It has a skillet, and then the fire that the fish is cooking over, and then a couple drawers, and then the little holder here, which has a broom in it here and a net for probably catching fish. But yeah, put this nice little rug down, a couple little chairs for the minifigures, and it's all pretty cool. Okay. All right, you guys, so that is it so far. So we're gonna move on to the bags for step 13 and get those done. Once that's done, I'll come back and show you what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, so bag number 13, or the bags for step number 13 are done. We did go ahead and put the house on the top. And then this is what we built with bag 13. It's just basically the roof. So looking pretty cool, actually. I kind of really like it. It's cute. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to bag number 14, or the bags for step number 14. I keep saying that wrong. And I'll be back as soon as those are built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys. So the bag for step 14 is done. Look at this cute little mouse up here. I think I forgot to show him the last time. There's a cute little mouse with a piece of cheese. So for this step, we put this roof on and this roof on, and then also this kind of like little patio cover. And that's what that stick over under here was for, was to hold up the cover on the patio there. So that's what we did. And we got all these little palm leaves on here, and then just the two roofs. These do move if you want them to. Whoops, and I just knocked that off. As well as this moves up and down too. okay? And of course, this one does the same thing because it's pretty much the same roof, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to bag 15. And once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what I built. Okay guys, so bag 15, or the bag 4-step 15, was building this part of the roof here. Now, once again, it does kind of move back and forth. And then also adding these little things on here as well, okay? So that was it for bag 15, not a whole lot. So the last couple bags have been pretty small, so it's pretty quick to put those together, so that's good. Okay, so we are gonna move on to the bag for step 16. Once that's done, I'll come back and show you what we've built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so we have a bag 16, or the bag 4-step 16 done. And with that, we built this roof here with all of the flowers and then the little attachments on each end. Very nice. Oops, and I just noticed, oops, wow, that's messed up now. So let me to put that back together. I think I pushed it apart trying to put the roof on. I will say trying to put this roof on here was kind of a pain because you have to hook it up on 3 certain little points, and it just doesn't want to go in there and not fall apart and all that. So you gotta like hold it together and push it down at the same time. But anyways, we finally got it. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to bag 17 now. And as soon as I get that done, which is our final bag, and as soon as I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys the whole thing all put together, okay? So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so the bags for step 17 are done. Basically, all we did was finish off this piece right here. So we built that and put it on the top with the little bird there. Then we also built this little cart with the 2 fish and a crab in there. It's got a little sack on the front. The only other thing we did was this minifigure here, and he has like a little satchel, and then of course a little green jacket with kind of a greenish striped shirt, and then a pair of brown pants. He only has one side to his face. There's no other side to his face there. He comes with hair, but he also has one of the hats like this guy here. So I put his hair on so you can kind of see a little bit of the difference there of the hat and the hair. Okay, so this is now completely done. This is a very pretty set, you guys. I really like all of the details of the flowers and all of that. And it's a fairly easy build. It takes a while because it's so many pieces, but beautiful. I mean, look at this tree. That is so awesome. And just some of the details are really cool. I know it's supposed to be kind of more like an Asian ocean house because, I mean, there's Asian symbols, you know, or Asian kind of architecture in here, but it still reminds me of the Disney resort, Disney World Resort in Florida, where they're on the water too. So that's okay. So this is just a beautiful set. I love the outside and the inside of this set. It's not overly detailed, but it's pretty at the same time. It'd be a great display piece. So, okay, you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, get notifications, and watch some of my other videos so that I can keep bringing you more and more Legos. Also, if you want to check out my eBay to see what I have up for sale, you can check that out with the link in the description below. Other than that, I hope you all have a good day and enjoy your Lego building or whatever else you might be doing today. And we will see you on the next build. Bye.